the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Sun Devils will put total leather and will get started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Breaks into the open on the left. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And we saw it last week. This guy's got big playability. I mean, he can make those big plays, and now you see it again, man. Over 100 last week, looking to go over 100 this week, and this is why. You hand him the football, he makes enormous plays, chews up a ton of yards, and really catapults this offense.
They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a minute here to look at the big picture for Kentucky. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these...
Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. And if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a 4th and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They want to run this quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky!
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. You've marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? Maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. Give to Brown. He's past the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Wants to throw again. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in, timing.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. It's caught. Off and running. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? The home team has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. The away team is hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over Liberty. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They want to run it left here. Can't get him to the ground. And another broken tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Callow.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
And the Sun Devils will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. A designed run for the quarterback. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He's going to take off. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. It's Henderson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's pushed down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many.
He's loose on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He might want another play. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that. Got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face
time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Picked off. Taking it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown Wildcats. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Young. grab near the marker. It's Callow. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
The throw to the outside is complete. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And the Sun Devils will have it 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Callow. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He has the first and still on his feet. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. The Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Wide out trying to get it in.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry, and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now, a little more space.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking to throw it Young. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got room on the return. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the break.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires one high and deep. So close to a huge gain there, but he makes the catch out of bounds. It's in.
I love the defensive mentality, being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Sun Devils line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The run from the shotgun. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field, and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll give it to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And the defense was locked in. You can tell they saw it, and they reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Young. He wants to take the top off. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back.
And talk about being an impact player for his team.